Hi y'all, it's simply Akia. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. If you like what you see today, don't be afraid to hit that like button and that subscribe button. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my lock babies. So my hair is in microlocs. I actually locked my hair last August, so I reached a year this August. Very proud of myself. I decided to lock my hair while I was in grad school. I was actually loose natural for a couple of years since I was in high school, and my hair had grown out a lot. The thing was, it was just so much that went into doing my natural hair. I was just getting very tired with constantly shifting the routine when it needed to be shifted and just keeping up with maintenance, to be honest, with my hair. Like, if y'all know, it's nothing like waking up in the morning and just shake and go. But with natural hair, it's not really that, you know? Once I kind of reached that, I guess, threshold after a while of, you know, being natural for so long, I started to look into locking my hair. So I started to do my research, looking into microlocs, getting some inspiration, you know, hitting up Pinterest, hitting up YouTube, looking at videos. And eventually I was like, okay, if I'm really gonna be serious about this, let me try to test the waters. And so doing that, I decided to do micro twists, or mini twists I should say, on my natural hair. So I would either do it after I had washed my hair or blow dry it and then do the twists, and I would keep that in for a couple of weeks just to see how I felt about it. And honestly, I loved it. If anyone is interested in like locking their hair, doing microlocs or sister locks, I would definitely recommend, if you're a loose natural, to do mini twists and see if you like mini twists after a while. So that kind of started to inch me closer and closer and closer. And so one day I woke up and, you know, I looked out the window and it was just such a beautiful day. And I was like, it's time. It's time to do it. So I decided to lock my hair, and I want to say 182 locks in my hair right now. So I probably should recount, but it's estimated 182 microlocs in my hair. And honestly, I can say it's the best decision that I have made. I get to wake up every morning and literally shake and go. Like, literally, that's it. I have gotten a chance to play around with a lot of different styles. You could do a lot with microlocs and even sister locks. I knew that also with my microlocs, I didn't want them to be super small, because when it comes to maintenance, that's something that you have to keep up with. So I usually try to keep my reties within the 4 to 6 range, and sometimes I stretch it out to 8 weeks. I would recommend doing your research when it comes to wanting to do microlocs, locks of any kind, but microlocs and sister locks specifically, because you want to find someone who cares about your hair and cares about the maintenance of your hair as well, of your locks. Another thing that I learned when it comes to locking your hair is that your hair is going to be completely different than the people that you're looking at for inspiration. So definitely don't freak out when you notice that your hair is not necessarily how you saw in the pictures or in the videos of other people that you found inspiration with. Learn to embrace the uniqueness of your locks and just go with the flow. Like, try different things out, try different styles, try braid outs. I learned to love like my locks when it's in braid outs and even in its natural state as well. So just play around with it and have fun. Another thing too is learning your locks requires you knowing what products work. It's kind of similar to having natural hair, any other type of protective style. You have to know like what is needed for that. So I had to really learn what products my hair liked now in its lock state, which is completely different than when I was a loose natural. So I had to play around with that, but I've kind of gotten into a better routine and a better understanding. So I have to make sure my hair is getting some type of moisture at least once or twice a week, whether that's like spraying my hair with some type of mist or putting in an actual moisturizer in it. One thing I would recommend too, whenever you're getting microlocs and you finally have them, is to Be very careful with how much tension you're putting on your microlocs in the very beginning stages. So I was not paying attention to that, and I can say around the perimeter of my hair, my microlocs would get a little bit like looser, I guess I should say, at the root. And you just want to be very careful with like putting too much tension, like a lot of updos and tight hairstyles in the very beginning. Like, let your hair breathe, like let it flow, let it fly. So with microlocs, you definitely have to wash. You don't want to walk around with your hair flaking up or anything. And yeah, figure out what's the best shampoo, what's going to be the best conditioner for your locks, and make sure you have a good routine with washing your hair. Probably before every retie is going to be best, and maybe like one time between that. When you start out, you're going to want to probably band your hair, even doing like loose braids around your hair, because in the early stages too, it's easy for some of your microlocs to unravel. So you just want to be really careful with that. So making sure you do that on your wash days, and using a really good clarifying shampoo and something to bring back that moisture in is going to do wonders whenever you start out locking your hair. And over time, you're going to see your hair change, you're going to see your hair mature. And again, it's going to be a beautiful journey, and it's going to be unique to you. It's going to be yours. So just enjoy it. So if you haven't locked your hair yet, do it. What are you waiting on? What are you waiting for? Lock your hair. Lock your hair. So that's all I have about my microlocs and my microlocs journey. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. And if you like what you see, again, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments if you're locked, what you love so far about your lock journey, and let me know if there's any other things maybe that I didn't cover in today's video that you'd like to hear in another video, or some questions you'd like to have answered about my locks and my journey so far. All right, I'll see y'all next time.